Peace and love, Supreme Soul family. Welcome back to the Sacred T Square. I am your host, Telepathy, the Excellent T Honey, the artist. Really quickly, I'd like to invite you to check out TrueExquisiteAllure.com. Check out my spiritually based arts and merch over on True Exquisite Allure Co. as well. Give the page a like and receive your special 25% off any of the spiritually based art that you may see there, okay? Divine masculines, I'm trying to get you out of part 2 because you're really tugging at my heartstrings. But again, I got tech glitches and everything, some of everything else going on up over here. Okay, so I'm gonna take this back from the top. If you missed your part 1, please do go and watch it. If you missed the full moon readings, please go check that out as well. As the castle is here in this spread as well. Okay, so there are messages for the divine masculine over on the full moon collective readings for Virgo. Okay, because the full moon is in Virgo. We also have the ocean, archetypal energy of the ocean. Okay, the castle represents homes and foundations, okay, empire building, okay, trying to build a kingdom. The ocean represents, an ocean quite possibly of tears, okay. The ocean literally represents emotions, okay, the energies in motion, okay. And we have the village here, which is indicative of the community that you grew up in the past, your origins, like your family, things of that nature, people from your old neighborhood, things like that. Okay, and then you have agape, okay, which is the unconditional love of the Most High living God, but it could also represent agape, okay, which we found out because y'all had the empty room here on the bottom, which represents basically a void that you're trying to fill, right? And then y'all have the shaman card on top. So I propose that there may be different voids and things from your childhood, okay, or things that went on in your childhood that may have created an emotional void for you that you may have been needing to work through, and it's maybe holding you back or causing stagnation towards a shamanic path or a healing journey, okay? Or it's something that's keeping you from your higher parts of your higher self, okay? Or tapping into parts of your higher consciousness, okay? So please do go back and watch it. I have a gate as clarified by the Archer, which is the chariot in the original tarot. We have the village clarified by the Empress or the Green Woman. We have the ocean clarified by the Queen of Stones or the Queen of Pentacles, the Bear. Okay. And we have the castle clarified by the Ace of Vessels or the Ace of Cups here. Okay. So let me go ahead and run it down. I've already prepped this deck here, the African American Tarot. I'm going to be trying to get some more clarifying information. Okay. So this is you all, Spirit urging you all to move forward as far as the pursuit of unconditional love and knowing and understanding that starts with self. It starts with your lower nature, okay? Your shadow self, okay? The lower level things that you might do, the lower vibrational, definitely having the strength, okay, to transition out of those lower vibrational energies that you've become accustomed to dealing with because of the pain that you've just been carrying around with you since your childhood, okay? Because of some other figure here attempting to something that they did caused you to severely suppress your emotions, cause you to dissociate and shut down your heart chakra, and since then you have not been operating within your emotional body at all much. This is, again, I feel like Spirit urging for you. We have the Empress card out here again in another deck, though. Excuse me, it's here on your side. Okay, we have the Empress card out here again. This is the Divine Holy Spirit of Life leading you to the Empress. Some of y'all feel like that's a mistake, or like following y'all intuition led y'all down the wrong path because the Divine Feminine was forced to reject you on a certain level. But she had no choice because she doesn't know what's going on with you, because you've yet to directly communicate parts of your truth to her. This is, I feel like, some of you all wanting to, but this is Spirit saying that's the only way you're going to have success or victory in the situation with her, is if you do tell her the truth. Okay? Divine Spirit of Life. Let's see. This is also you needing to step into your emotional body and come into forgiveness, forgiving your mother, forgiving the people that hurt you, so that you can forge ahead and manifesting what it is that you're passionate about, and trying to manifest this new beginning here with the Empress. This is Spirit wanting you guys to come out. Some of y'all are going through shifts and changes in your finances at this time, because guess what? In order to get your attention, guess what they had to hit? Your finances. Okay? So this is you having to know and understand that you are enough. Okay? This is you having to, in order to have success and in order to have the victory in a situation, this is you having to take the leap of faith. This is you having to trust Spirit. This is you having to understand that healing is not a sprint. It's a marathon. Okay? This is you having to go back and heal those pains from your childhood. So in healing those pains from your childhood, it will help you to rebuild and regain your confidence to communicate your truth to this Empress, to Divine Feminine. Okay? That's the only way that it's going to come about. And that's the only way that she's going to even be willing to deal with you, because she has no idea where you stand with her on an emotional tip. Okay? In fact, all either of you have is worry, anxiety. Both of you are going through dark nights of the soul, where you're having to address your shadow self, and you're having to address your lower nature, y'all's lower vibrations. This is both of you all having to do that. Only I feel that Divine Feminine has been attempting to do that work. The hurt that you caused her in y'all situation has forced her to, in order to just move on. But you have been attempting to work your way around this big ass emotional void and this hurt and carry it with you. That's not good. The hurt from the past and from the old timelines isn't gonna be what causes you to manifest new heaven and new earth. It's not gonna work that way. You know what I mean? Divine Spirit of Life, what is this void? What is this? What is this that is a gape? Because there's something that's blocking the unconditional love that is the agape. There's a void that is keeping your foundation agape. So, what is this that's holding up Divine Masculine? Yeah, see, it's that worry, anxiety, depression. It's you being in the dark night of the soul. It's you having to, it's you, again, relying too heavily on your mental space, being only in your mind because you're, like, refusing to step into your emotional body here. It's like it was shut off. What's the insight? They're trying to get you to shift your perspective here with the Hangman. They're trying to get you to shift your perspectives, getting you to try to get you to focus on what it is that you're really wanting to manifest here. They're trying to get you to see that you're investing your energy in the wrong areas. This is not a time to invest or rely on that heavy thinking energy. Remember, now ain't the time to be proud. Put one on this village energy, Spirit. What is divine masculine needing to heal here with the village and with the Empress? Okay, see, a death card. This is you having to go through that transformation. This is you having to go within and be successful on your own, doing your own shadow work in order to bring this thing into union. In order to come into union and be successful, bringing your own divine feminine energy and divine masculine energies into union within the self, so that you can go into union with your divine feminine. In order for that to be successful, you have to accept this death process. You have to leave behind some of your old ways. You have to, with this Devil card, this is you having to leave your toxic nature and everything that you used to do from your past behind and walk into a new era and a new way of doing things. And you have to release the ties that bind with this village energy here. You'll be successful, divine masculine, but you have to communicate the truth. I feel like, Spirit, with this, okay, you have the Page of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, excuse me. You have the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So in order for you to have this emotional fulfillment that you are wanting, so that you go into union, you're going to have to stop stalling here, okay? Because the Page of I don't know what's up with this Page of Pentacles. I keep wanting to say that. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the day. This is you. You can no longer stall this situation. If you want this situation with divine feminine, you're going to have to communicate the truth to her. You're going to have to address and heal these emotions and these wounds and this betrayal energy of the past. You're going to have to come and be forthright with her about where you are emotionally, where you were emotionally, and so she can see how that played out in the situation with you and her. Why it was that, so she can understand why it was you did the things that you did, so she can see that it wasn't out of maliciousness or it wasn't out of malice. It was just because you didn't know no other way. You had never known true love until you met her. The ancestors trying to throw the whole deck out here. You have to come to a place of inner clarity in regards to the hurt and betrayal energy from your childhood and from your past. You have to come to a place of acceptance. Allow divine feminine to forgive you, but she can't forgive you if she don't know what went down or why. You have to trust her. You have to trust her. If you want this new beginning and wealth, and you want this new happy life and foundational energy like this, if you want that Ace of Cups and you want this new castle and build this new empire and want to be successful building this stuff up with this queen, you're going to have to go ahead and take the risk. You're going to have to communicate the truth. You're going to have to heal this here so that you can continue your ascension process, because you're stalling it here, okay? You're going to have to do that. She asked you for reciprocity. I know the divine feminine asked you for it. She gave and gave and gave, and yet you didn't give her nothing. This is you having to forgive yourself here, and you having to forgive the others that didn't give unto you the way that they were meant to. And this is you having to be open and be honest with spirit. How can they give you something that you don't want to help seek or give yourself? Divine masculine, this is what they're trying to get you to see here. If you want this happiness, okay, if you want this happiness with this Four of Wands energy, You're going to have to come into it on your own, on a solo tip, before you can move forward with this Eight of Wands towards your divine feminine, okay? Because she's walked away emotionally, because she doesn't know what's going on with you, because you won't tell her. She had no choice but to muster the strength to walk away and leave this behind and focus in. She ain't had no choice but to walk away and be strong and focus in on what it is that she's trying to manifest for herself, because she's tired of people walking around her licking their chops like these hyenas. Okay, she's tired of being looked at like that. She knows she's the Empress. She knows who she is. She knows who she wants. And she's done the emotional healing, and now Spirit is going to open up for her to receive it. But will you do the healing so that you can join her? If not, you've been barred access. Know it, understand it, receive it, divine masculine. You have to balance your inner emotions here. If you want a shot at this, you have to tell her the truth. Okay? So that's what it boils down to, divine masculine. If you need a personal reading, please feel free to hit me up. Otherwise, stay tuned, because the divine feminine readings are coming up next. Peace.